Let's see. I think we're live. I think we're live. I hope we're live. How you guys doing? It's Bruce here for the afternoon show here on Stock Markets with Bruce. It's your Uncle Bruce. It is now 3 o'clock Eastern time, and I am hoping that this broadcast is reaching you okay. And hopefully all of you can see me. If someone can just let me know, Bruce, yes, you're coming through. Reaching you okay. I am hearing my own voice okay, so I think that's good. Let me know how that thing's going. Goodwill's have it under control. Hi everybody. Hi Jay Ray and everybody. He has risen. Says Eddie. I think we're on. I think we're back. I think we're here and we're live. All good. Thank you, Sal, for that. I appreciate it. Welcome one, welcome all to the 3 o'clock Eastern time show.
That was easy.
That was easy. Welcome, guys. We're here watching the last hour of the day today and the first hour of the aftermarket. We'll see how things go here on this market. We've got the Dow up 265 points now, holding and approaching its high of the day. S&P up nicely, 51 points on the S&P. That's up 1.25%. NASDAQ is the big winner today, up 225 points. That's up 1.6%, about double the rate of the Dow gain. Even though the Dow is up 263, the NASDAQ percentage-wise is doing twice as good. It's doing very well. GameStop right now down 42 cents, hovering around 150.75 at this moment. It's been as low as 144.76 today. That was this morning, just after the opening. As high as 150. Hang on a second. Let me check. Let me double check something. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Just around 10 o'clock this morning, we hit the low. Then we hit the high about an hour ago when we reached 153.66 on a real nice run. We went from about 148 to 153.66, and we've now since sort of backed off, like up, down, up, down, up, down, and we're now at the 150.33 level, up 84 cents. Volume pathetic, 3.3 million shares. On the one hand, you can say it's pathetic. On the other hand, you can say that's interesting because there is no panic selling coming to this market. There are no sell waves coming in of any great extent, but the buy waves aren't there either. I think people are taking a wait and see attitude for the corporate news that they're looking for, which is a new CEO and any other developments. And so right now we are not getting a lot of action on that stock. On the AMC, 1018 up 19 cents. It is wavering here and towards its high of the day. Got as high as 1038 and has been in the 1020, 23 range lately. On the SPACs, I think we're looking at a sea of green on my SPACs, at least the ones that I'm following. Vector Acquisitions up 17 cents to 1073. Navsite Holdings up a penny. IPOE up 33 cents to 1617. It had a nice start, IPOE, this morning. It rocketed right off the bat to 1663 and then plummeted to 1562, lost $1 in like 3 hours. And ever since it had a down shot to 1562, it shot back up now to 1617. So that's come back up 50 cents or so, 55 cents. Yeah, and pretty good. 2.5 million shares. So it's now at 1613, up 29 cents on IPOE. And we'll see if it wants to give us another higher run here. We'll give it some moment. Daniel, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome, buddy. I just saw the green banner just flashed across. Beautiful, man. Thank you, and welcome to the club. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining us. All right, IPOE up 29. Gore's Holdings up 58 cents at 13.45. This stock topped 13.55 already. Now at 13.48, up 61 cents on 488,000 shares. No news officially, but it is moving up strongly. And I just get the impression that as each day goes by here, some of these SPACs are coming out. How do I word this? They're becoming discovered bit by bit. I think bit by bit there are investors out there going, this Gore's Holdings, this Matterport 3D imaging software, I got to get in here right now. I got to get into this thing before they finish this merger. It's going to happen any week now. I got to get this deal. And I'm convinced that Gore's is going to do really, really well. Really well. IPOE, SoFi, yeah. Going to be a heavily promoted, heavily talked about stock heavily traded. IPOE, which will be SoFi, will be a very popular stock once that deal goes through. And it will be nowhere near here anymore. Virgin Group, VGAC, up to $9.99, up 2 cents. Starboard Value up 2 cents to $9.92, and Fortress up 2 cents to $9.96. So every SPAC is in the green. Some not so much, but they are, and they all are. I think they're all winners. I'm pretty sure we got ourselves a pretty good group there. We'll see how they work once they finish their deals. Vanek Vectors, very nice here. SMH up 537, having a good day. These are going to go much higher, much higher. This will go over 300 before the year is out, in my opinion. Computer chip shortages are everywhere. If you're not paying attention to it, it's all right. But I can tell you that I am hearing from everywhere the same story with regards to supply problems. Computer chip shortage again and again and again. I'm hearing this news, which is actually good news for the ETF, because the more pronounced the shortages are, the more the demand will stretch out, and the longer the demand will be required. These factories will be at full production 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, every shift around the globe, for years to try to catch up. There is a huge shortage here, and we have got a pent-up economy that we're sitting on. We all know it. We all know what we want to be doing if we could. There's a huge pent-up economy that this SMH Vector Fund, this ETF, is going to really rocket nicely, because the shares inside this ETF, they will all, not uniformly, but they are all going to hit new highs. They're all going to do well. But you can pick up this ETF and just sleep at night and go, hey, I'm covered. I got 60 different companies in here. It's all good. I've got the computer chip shortage covered in my portfolio by buying this ETF. Home Depot up $3 today to $3.24. IBM is up $1.19 to $142. It had a good week. The Dow up right now, 261. We've got Microsoft up 371 back to $260. Apple up 279 to 134. It's had a rise all day long from 132 now to 135-ish, 134.68. Looking good on Apple, and that's going to keep right on going. Tesla up 758. Rumors are now coming out about a Model 2. They're not just rumors. We're seeing artist imagery, artist conceptual photos, drawings. Lots of rumors about Tesla now bringing out a roughly $19,000 to $25,000 electric hatchback vehicle. And the first versions will sell in China through the Shanghai plant. That's where they're going to be produced. And the rumors are strong that production will begin before the end of this year, deliveries early 2022. And at that price, they will start knocking off Toyotas, Hondas, Chevys, you name the brand, Nissans. We're talking about gas vehicles becoming extinct very quickly, because these kinds of priced vehicles in the electronic side, especially from Tesla, with the Tesla charging network that's global, they will make inroads wherever they go. And I can tell you that kind of a vehicle in Canada will sell unbelievably well. If it comes up in a four-wheel drive version, it'll be a category killer. In the USA, it'll be the car for college kids. It'll be the car to have, it'll be the cool Apple car to have. I don't know what Apple is even thinking about getting in the automobile business. These guys at Tesla are going to really rock this thing. By the way, the pickup truck they're going to build in Austin, Texas, they have got 300,000 plus orders for these pickup trucks already lined up. It's unbelievable. Tesla is going to have a real party with this thing. Anyway, 727 is the stock right now, up 821. Bed Bath & Beyond up 9 cents to 26.51. It's been green all day, but it's wavering. BlackBerry right now up 20 cents, 884. It's been positive all day today. Over at Royal Caribbean and Norwegian and Carnival, they're all up on the day. Carnival up $1.53, Norwegian up 80 cents. Royal Caribbean. Pardon me. Let me do it again. Royal Caribbean up $1.52 to 85.70. Norwegian up 80 cents to 29.80, and Carnival up 32 cents to 27.22. They're all positive. People are hoping to go traveling. The USA, people are hoping to go traveling. The rest of the world, they're looking at shutdown. It is a diametric opposite. Canada has suspended all flights into this country from India and Pakistan. And for those of you who don't know, the two countries are part of the Commonwealth, especially India, and there are strong ties between Canada and India, a huge community of Indian nationals living here who have become Canadian and so on. And this is a big deal up here. To not have direct flights from Delhi to Toronto and Montreal is a big deal. And they are shutting down for 30 days because of the the country of India, the variant of the virus there. They just set another record, I think, of 320,000 cases, more than whatever the United States has ever had in one bad day. The worst day the United States ever had, they just passed it in India, and it's still growing. It's still growing out. And so India, Pakistan, and other countries there are very nervous about these counts. And the European countries, I am certain, are going to start banning flights in and out of India and Pakistan as well. This is very lucrative air routes, very lucrative for the international carriers. But we are finding and we are hearing that this variant is spreading quickly, and they have to do something. And I don't know, folks. We're going to watch, see what happens. Boy, lots to worry about, isn't there? And I'm sorry it's bad news. I wish I had just, honey, happy, sunny, glorious news. Everything's going to come back. I don't see cruising coming back for a long time. I worry about further restrictions between travel between Canada and the U.S. for Canadians. I don't know about, I don't worry about Americans being able to travel. That's a different world. But Canadians, I think, are being more and more set up. We're getting like these little hints, these little announcements that are just telling this guy that we're going nowhere. We Canadians are going nowhere, not to Europe, not to the US, not to the Caribbean, not anywhere. I just get the impression we will soon be shut down totally for international travel in or out. I'm getting that vibe, and hope I'm wrong, but boy, it's not looking good. All right, there it is. We're at 149.92, around $150 on GameStop, and the Dow is up 268 points. Looking very good on the markets. Everybody, welcome to the show, the afternoon show. Glad to see you here. Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, Fjergen, Denmark's opened up today, walked through town full of happy people, slightly concerned. We'll see here. What's going to happen here? I want a diesel truck, but I need towing power of a diesel. John, you get yourself one of those trucks from Tesla. You'll have triple the towing power of a diesel, in one of those electrics. The torque on those things put a diesel to shame. It's unbelievable what they're doing over there. I think they're designing them with at least two engines. I wouldn't be surprised if down the road Tesla brings out a 4-engine truck with one motor for each wheel, computer controlled and everything else. Unbelievable what they're designing over there. Anyway, time will tell. What else is happening here? Hey, Bruce. What is it? Hey, Bruce, what does a tick by tick mean? Can I use that to indicate if it's going up or down or whatever? Tick by tick. I'm not sure. What you have might be unique to your trading provider, your platform provider. I'm not sure what that means in brokerage speak. So I can't be any more, can't help you. Okay, Tobias is saying, I'm very glad to hear how the shills are infiltrating everywhere and trying to buy people off, because that just means they are very worried. Again, I don't know what you're talking about there. Once you digest how many chips run it makes sense. We haven't been able to go anywhere here in Ireland. 5-kilometer restrictions for months, only lifted last week. I hear you, my friend. Let's see. Casey, Uncle Bruce, I keep seeing a lot of articles saying GameStop is dead and the squeeze is ancient history. But then I see it jump to 148.53 in minutes on 100,000 volume. Yeah. Isn't that funny how the paid shills at how the paid haters poo-poo the thing, and then the stock just pops with no volume. Yeah, isn't it funny, huh? Funny, haha, or just funny? Yeah, exactly. 150.18 on the stock, down 99 cents. If this is a piece of garbage, why is it 150 a share instead of 20? Why is it always here? Why is it always here? And this stock's having a bad week. I don't know if you folks know that, but this stock, GameStop, is having a bad week. Show you. This is this week's performance. Not very good. I mean, the 170 something range down to here. Why isn't it $20 a share if it's so bad? It's slowly, reluctantly giving up ground. I kind of wonder about that. 3 months now since January's craziness, and then the rebound, and then that dip down to 132. Remember the 132 dip we had? There it was. Or was that the 112? 120 or so, 118. And now back to this level here. Yeah, I don't think it's that bad off at all. I think there's a lot of, there's just been buying coming into this stock from small investors, and the street, I don't know if the street's unaware of it, but it is not being heavily exposed, I would say, through general media. But then again, why would they expose that? What's to talk about? But my hunch is that this stock is being so spread out over so many hands, so many different hands, that means you can't get it all in one shot from any one seller. If you're a big buyer, if you're a panic buyer, you're in a hurry kind of buyer, you will not get stock in big bunches unless you really run this market. This stock has got to go much higher to now attract stock out of people's hands. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm guessing on it, and we'll see. What else is going on? Bruce, don't take this as a shill. I kind of want to give back. Look into APXT. They are set to merge with AvePoint, well known in the IT world, and they have great financials. So I want to kind of give back. Look into APXT. That's what we'll have to do. Pete, when they're about the moon, everyone will want one. Okay, great. Diesel emissions are killing them. Absolutely. I sense that here in Canada, with the new climate plans and everything else, I'm expecting gas taxes to surge in Canada again. 30 cents a gallon, 50 cents a gallon, $1 a gallon. That'll drive people out of the fuel market. It'll get them out of the fuel cars. But the electric cars have to come in cheap, and the car companies are going as quick as they can, I think. Let's see here. Bruce, you're like a stock market Buddha, full of wisdom, insight, calmness, and most importantly, comedy. Oh, thank you. Any advice for portfolio balancing and recurring investments? Maybe I just need to schedule one-on-one. Yeah, Mike, you might want to do that. That's probably your best bet. Tick by Tick is on Webull. I received a $10 donation from Scott Coleman. Thank you, Scott, so much for this donation through PayPal. Thank you very much. Just popped that. I saw that pop through there. Appreciate that as always, my friend. Have a great weekend this weekend too. Danielle, hey Bruce, just for education purposes, is there any kind of formula how many additional shares GameStop could issue theoretically without splitting? Any kind of how many additional shares? The company can issue all they want whenever they want, just by doing, of course, filings, obviously with the SEC, just to notify the SEC. But I mean, this company, if they were to, let's say they find a company over here, they want to buy another company, but the two companies have a chat, and GameStop is public, but the company GameStop wants is not public. It's a private company, but it's a big company. It's a $1.5 billion company or whatever it is. Well, GameStop could issue stock equal on this price right here to as many they wanted to buy these guys, and just issue them paper. If they were buying a $10 billion company or an $11 billion company same size as GameStop, they could issue 70 million shares from their treasury and just double the number of shares outstanding by acquiring this company over here. Of course, you now have a $22 billion market cap company instead of an 11 billion market cap company. So, of course, the public company is double its size, but it's got double the stock. If the private company worth 11 billion being brought in is a company that's making 500 million a year in profit, well, then that 500 million a year profit will flow right to the bottom line of the merged public company. So, GameStop making whatever they're making plus this 500 million, what's being made, you got a company making a whole bunch of dough all of a sudden with a whole bunch of prospects, and the stock could go much higher per share because depending on the company they buy, if it's an e-commerce player, the GameStop combined company now could be 75% e-commerce right now. And with the shutting down of stores and e-commercing of GameStop, it could be 90% e-commerce a year from now or 2 years from now, which could give these shares a much higher trading multiple, and that could take you to much higher prices. I don't know of a private company that they could buy offhand. I don't have one in mind, but I'm just giving you an idea. Obviously, they could make a deal with an existing public company, and they could do a merger where GameStop is worth 11 billion, the public company is worth 5. They could just do a paper deal, and it might be, 1 share of GameStop for every 2 shares of these guys, or whatever the ratio is, and they would issue 20, 30 million new shares. There's no limit to how many shares they can issue from the Treasury. If there were an opportunity for this company to issue 10 million shares today at $150 a share for cash, that would be $1.5 billion right now up front. They could do that. But I don't see them doing it. As far as splitting the stock, GameStop and any public company can split their stock anytime they feel like it. They don't have to trade at any price per share. They don't have to trade at any kind of volume out there. There's no reason for it. There doesn't have to be a reason for it. Typically, however, companies do split their shares, sometimes 2 for 1 or 3 for 1 or 5 for 1 or 3 for 2 or 10 for 1, whatever they want to do. They'll typically split their stock if they feel that the shareholders as a whole would be better served having more shares out there trading than fewer, or if the shares have reached a high level that in the history of the company is just too high a price to expect, and that the management of the company, directors of the company feel it would be better to split the stock so that we make it easier for people to buy board lots of the stock, which is 100 shares at a time. That's a board lot, which represents a call contract. You have to have 100 shares to write a call contract. Well, if GameStop were to do a 5 for 1 split right now, they would issue everyone, you'd have 5 shares instead of 1 share. For every 1 share you got, you'd have 5. Well, if you got 20 shares now, you're going to have 100 shares a month from now. You can write a contract starting a month from now because you got 100 shares of GameStop. If they were to do a 10 for 1, obviously you'd go from 20 shares to 200 shares. You could write 2 contracts, or from 10 shares owning 10 now, you'd have 100. Of course, that means the price per share will drop accordingly. If it's a 5 for 1 split, you'll see the stock start trading at $30 the day after the split is enacted. If it's a 10 for 1 split, the stock is $150 the day before. The day after the split is put through, the stock is $15 a share. Of course, typically what happens in many cases, a company that issues a stock split notification is usually a company that's on a bit of a roll, and the momentum kind of keeps on going, where investors and stock players realize GameStop's going to split 10 for 1. It's $150 today, and it's going to split 10 for 1 in 30 days from now. Everyone will have 10 times as many shares. You know that in 10 days, the stock will start trading at $15 a share. But likely what would happen, in my opinion, is the stock would go from $150 a share to $250 a share in the next 2 weeks, and be around that level by the time the 10 for 1 came through and then it would be trading at $25 a share. Of course, all of you would have 10 times as much stock, the equivalent now of $250 worth of paper. Or it could go more than that. And that's the question. The other reality, though, for the world at large, if there are 250 million shares of GameStop floating around out there through all kinds of shenanigans and everything else, you could now have a scenario where instead of 70 million shares turning into 700 million, you got 250 million turning into 2.5 billion. You got yourself 1.8 billion shares out there that shouldn't be out there. And then if those shares double in value, the short position just became double as expensive to carry in real dollars than before. And this could create quite a squeeze of people who do not want to be short this stock at any price, and they're going to want to cover now and start buying it up, which between now and a month from now could lower the number of shares out there because people will buy back stock that they've shorted, get out from underneath the short positions, however they're going to do it. But that could create quite a run on the stock, and it might take it to 300 a share, which would be 30. One never knows. By the way, if you're in the options business, if you wrote a call contract that's got 3 months to live because you have 100 shares, you're going to have 1,000 shares of stock, but you've also now written 10 contracts, not one contract. So everything goes up by a multiple of 10. If you own one call contract on GameStop at, say, you could buy 100 shares at $200 a share, good for 3 months from now. A month from now, when the split goes through, you have 10 $20 contracts. So you've got 10 calls at $20 each. Of course, if the stock goes to $300 in the meantime, you now have 10 $20 contracts that are $10 in the money because the stock's at $30. 300 is now 30. 200 is now 20. One contract is now 10. You've got 10 calls that are each $10 in the money. In other words, 1,000 shares, $10 in the money per share. You should be up. You should be doing rather well and be very happy with that. That could happen, but there's no official word that it is going to happen. But the board of directors could at any time announce a stock split. They could do that. Yeah, whatever they want. Just not sure if more going to happen here. All right. GameStop has been $140 plus for 6 weeks. Laugh out loud. I saw Subaru has suspended production because of it. Chips, 3.46 million volume. We're now looking at, let's get an update on that. We're at 150.61, 3.54 million, right? Bruce, I'm tired of hearing people say GameStop will reach 10 million a share. I think it's utterly ridiculous, but people actually believe this. Yeah, I don't think it's going to do that kind of pricing, but I can see the shares going to 3 to 500 a share. The company maybe announcing a split of 5 to 1, or maybe going up to 800, 1,000 shares, doing a 10-for-1 split, and then trading up to maybe 200 a share, which would be 2,000 a share. But then again, I don't know. This could be a year or two down the road. Maybe they'll do another 5 or 10 to 1 split. Would it double again? That would take it to $4,000 a share. It's not a 10 million a share, but would very many of you mind if you had a $4,000 a share company on your hands after all the splits? I don't think you'd mind too much, would you? I'd be up almost 20 something times your money on this thing. Yeah. Anyway, there you go. Let's see what's going on. And TB, thank you for this donation. Can you talk about the T+21 for hedge funds? Hang on. Where am I here? There we go. Can you talk about the T+21 settlement days for hedge funds and the trade plus 35 settlement day for market makers, extensions, and good faith? Also, margin calls taking 2 to 5 days. TB, I don't know what this is. I don't know if this what you're quoting me. Are you giving me theoretical stuff? Are you giving me specifics? I don't know what it means, but in general, I mean, T+21 to me has been the normal, or I guess quasi-normal failure to deliver routine, where you do the trade, you have 2 days to settle, you don't deliver on time for stock you've sold, and now you have 21 days to deliver on a failure to deliver notice, and now you're talking about a T+35 for market makers. Again, I'm not sure if this is policy, going to be policy. I don't understand it. Also, margin calls taking 2 to 5 days. I cannot imagine that the brokerage community is going to go with a 2 to 5 day margin call settlement deal. I don't see that happening because stocks move now. Stocks move instantaneously, good, bad, whatever they're doing, up or down. And brokerage houses want their money. They want to be covered. They want to know, brokerage firms want to know that they can take an account that owes them money on margin and that they have the right at any time to impose a market sell on a stock if need be. I think that's what they want. That's how they're going to want it. And I can't see a brokerage firm allowing a 2 to 5 day time frame to allow margin calls to be enacted. I don't see that. Anyway, that's just me. This other stuff, I don't know what to make of it. I don't know. All right. I think the dip was 124, says ain't nobody. Yeah, it could have been maybe 124. I remember the 132 dip we had. Remember that 132 dip was a 1 day thing. It was like a 1 trade thing a little while ago, week and a half ago, something like that. And it's been up ever since. 150.75 on GameStop, down 42 cents. We are 29 minutes from closing. All right. Bruce, SPACs have a bad share structure. Cheap shares for all the insiders of the merger and the blind pool. They use it as an ATM, it seems. Could you talk about that? Well, there are people who create SPACs from scratch. And they put up about, I'm going to say $500,000 to $1 million to create these entities that are qualified for trading. They go through all the listing requirements. They pay all the fees to create a prospectus, to create the banking structure, to do all the registration work. Then they go with a broker to issue units at $10 a piece. They take the chance that the units won't sell. Once the units do sell, the money is in a trust account. It's then transferred in trust to the bank, all under the SEC lawyers' eyes and guidance. They can't touch any of the money. They basically pay all the listing fees, all the brokerage fees. They convince brokerage firms usually to take options on the SPAC, to take more of the SPAC, to pay for the fees to go public in the first place, which brokers usually do because they like SPACs. Despite what you hear, the brokers love SPACs. The money is in trust, and they have to wait this whole thing out. And it can take anywhere from 6 months to 2 years before any of these guys can trade any of their stock. And so I say more power to you. Whatever you're making on this deal, you're making on this deal. I think it's... thank you, Alexander, so much for that donation. Appreciate that on PayPal. I haven't got a problem with these guys at all. I think you as the public, to be allowed to buy stock that's listed on the stock exchange, fully free trading, buy as much as you want, no restrictions whatsoever, pre-deal, during the deal. I don't know what you're complaining about. This is a great deal. I think it's fantastic. You don't have to worry about a lockup period. You don't have to worry about a hold period. You can buy and sell these SPACs right now if you want. I recommend you buy them now and then just put them away. Forget about them and enjoy. Wait for their deals to close and then address how they're doing. That's how I would react to it. I haven't got a problem with any of these SPACs if they're run correctly. I do have a problem with SPACs where people buy SPAC stock at 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, thinking that they're going to go to the moon even before a deal is announced. I shake my head and go, what are you nuts? Now you are a moron. If you're a buyer of that, and you know what you're getting, you know what you're doing, you're a moron. If you're sucked in because of a hot tip, I feel sorry for you because you're not getting the guidance you're supposed to be getting. And this is the SEC's fault because the SEC doesn't require people have a broker anymore. Anyway, if it's a video game on your phone and you're just buying and selling because everyone else is, you're the moron. You're not doing your due diligence. You're not following me. Okay. You're not following anybody else. Okay. You're not following any due diligence at all. You deserve to lose money. If you don't do your homework, what am I supposed to do? Cry for you? No, I'm not crying for you. Bottom line is you can get into these SPACs, 1 share, 10 shares, 50, whatever amount you want. You can buy options on them. You can write options on them. You have all the freedom in the world to do what you want with them. I don't know what the problem is here. I've got no idea what the problem is here. Once the deal is announced and put through, you can decide when to buy. You can take any of these SPACs that I talk about, knowing full well what they're going to become. Knock yourself out. I think this is tremendous. But if the media out there wants to poo-poo these things, go ahead and poo-poo them all you want, but they're not going away. This is a great way for companies to go public at a reasonable time frame without interruption of their lives, so they can continue to do business that they're trying to do business with. I think it's great. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And for you as investors out there, how many times do I have to tell you, do you want to buy Coinbase at $380 the other day? Was that a good deal? It went to $429. Who bought it at $429? Put your hand up, because it's $293 right now. How much do you want now? It's on sale, and the rumor was it was going to be a $250 valuation, $250 valuation. So you want to buy Coinbase at $293 right now, or do you want to buy these SPACs at $10, give or take a couple of pennies or dollars? I mean, come on. There's no comparison here. The risk on these Coinbase deals and other IPOs is ridiculous for the investor, for the retail investor. You guys are taking so little risk buying these SPACs at these prices. I don't know what the media's problem is with them at all. Bruce, in a Cybertruck, that's all I need in my life right there. I need to see Bruce in a Cybertruck. Oh my gosh. What can we do? What can we do? I think he's talking about YouTubers getting calls from company trying to hire them to shill. Bruce, have you received your call yet? I did get an email once from some entity. This is like a month or two ago, about a company I'd never heard of, and they were wanting to know if I would be interested in effect being their promoter. Would have been it. I mean, I'll just put words in their mouth. They were looking for someone to be their promoter. I have no idea. I have no interest in being a company's promoter. I'm interested in being an independent YouTuber that can speak his mind and can change his mind on anything he wants to talk about whenever he wants to talk about it. And right now, speaking of change, GameStop is up. It's up 67 cents to $150, with 23 minutes to go. Go GameStop, run that thing up. Okay, let's move on. What else is going on here? How much is gas in Canada? We're now paying $1.35 a liter. We went up again, and so that is 3.7 times that is a U.S. gallon, and so 135. Probably about $5 a gallon Canadian for a U.S. gallon. So $4 U.S. a gallon is what we're paying for gas around here. Crazy. Bruce, what daily stock news source do you favor? What daily stock news? Well, I watch a lot of what's going on the internet. I follow the Market Watch, Wall Street Journal, New York Times, Washington Post. Do Google searches. I go to SEC filings. I watch CNBC a little bit. I just cover all kinds of stuff. When is he down? I don't know what that means. AB, the other apps, the high peeps. I don't know what these are. Moving on. Hi, everybody. Let's go. Frank, thank you for this donation. How can I become a member of the channel? You want to become a member of this channel? If you're using your phone, put your phone into desktop mode, and you can subscribe, or use a laptop and you can subscribe. Just hit the join button. Should be right down here beside the subscribe button, and come on in. Thank you, everybody. Nice to have you coming on board. That's great. That is Frank. Thank you, Frank. I hope you make it. Hope you can become a member. A Hungry Grizzly, thank you for this donation. GameStop could buy Steam, the PC game provider, and become the largest game e-commerce provider on the market. You never know. You never know what GameStop could become. This will all someday. We'll all know the final story sometime or later. But I don't know where the stock is going to be when we all know the final story. What will happen between now and then? Where will the stock be? How high, how low, how far? I don't know. Anyway, we'll see what's going on. Let's see what's going on here. Thank you, everybody. It's just a good point to buy GameStop. Where I think it's going, it's always a good point. What I believe personally, GameStop is capable of doing. This is cheap, but it was cheaper this morning at 144. So there are daily dips from time to time, and I know a lot of my viewers take advantage of them. Bruce, when looking to get at a call option chain, why are some companies' strike prices stopping at a certain dollar amount and not showing higher amounts to purchase contracts? X stops at 22 and no higher. I don't have the answer for this one. That is, it could be the provider you're looking at, but again, I don't know. I don't know. You may want to go to the CME. You may want to go to the Chicago Mercantile Exchange on Google. Just Google it. You can probably find there the options chains through the exchange itself, and then see if it's any different than what you're finding on whatever platform you're using. That's probably what I recommend you do. Okay. Otherwise, I don't have an answer. Sorry. Yeah. EB's kind of got it right. I always say it's going up long term no matter what. So, when it's cheaper, it's cheaper. It's always a buying opportunity. Let's see now. Let's see. How's the Wi-Fi working? We're plugged in on the cable. The symbol, I haven't unplugged it yet. I will wait probably until this evening to play with the computer because I have to do another live show after this show on my other channel, and I don't want to monkey with it right now. So right now everything's working the way it is, and I'm just leaving it alone. And I'm all stressed out about it, and I don't want to play right now with that. Excuse me. And 150, 153. David is saying, did you see the massive buy order on GameStop level 2 data over 26,000 shares? I don't know. And what else is going on? Thank you, all of you, for being here. Excuse me. Free Thinker is saying that the reason people say it could go to 10 million is because during a 100% synthetic short squeeze, the sellers name the price. It's far-fetched to think anyone would hold that long, but it's possible. Bruce, SPACs have a bad share structure, cheap shares for all the insiders. Okay. That's the second comment, second time. Ray, I just buy a little of what I'm chasing at the dips every day instead of large sums at once. Helps me keep the cost averages where I like them. Very good. Let's see what else is going on here. And Ashley, my first buy of GameStop was at 281. I got my average down to 160 at this point. There you go. I would just venture to say, set realistic expectations and your own exit strategy that you're comfortable with. If that's on the way down, cool. Just don't get sucked into other people's realities. There you go. Let's see. Excuse me. I bought SPACs weeks ago. I haven't looked at them since. I'm just holding on until after the mergers. And I bought another 50, could not resist. SPACs seem good if you are very long on the company. I'm pumped for Matterport and Rocket Lab long term because they have solid business models. You all got the average down. I was at 120 and now I'm up to 160. TB, thank you for this donation. Is T plus 21 trading without holidays or 21 business days? It could be 21 total days, but maybe 22 with a holiday. I don't know. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Trending up and crossing, whatever that means. I don't know. Drew, I think I'm addicted to buying the dips. Seeing a dip on my stocks is starting to cause a Pavlovian response, drool included. 150, 162, 150, 175, 16 minutes to go. We're up 58 cents. This is from down the low of the stock 144 today. So it was $6 lower on the at one point today, $6-7 lower. Now it's just about even on the day. There you have it. I also averaged. I have 43 at 173. I also averaged up 110 to 160. I voted on electric cars the American way when I purchased one. Always business days. Free thinker McJones, totally agree. I finally hit 100 shares today. I've been slowly buying dips the last few months. Started out at 212 average. Now it's 178. Thank you, Bruce. Right on. Take that, morons. All right. Exactly $10 to $20 within the trading value is where I want to be the next few months. 200 of shares coming back. SPACs are basically risk-free if you get in around $10. Well done for reaching 100 shares. I'm excited, but I'm excited too about IPOE and FAII. Great investment to forget about it for some months. Let's see. Thanks, Bruce. Good to know. Let's go. What else? Tell it like it is, Brucey. Thank you. What if the SPAC doesn't go through? What do you sell for then? They have 2 years to get a deal done. And if the first one doesn't go through, they'll just do another one. I have yet to see a SPAC not do a deal. I have yet to see one not do a deal. Anthony A. Davis, thank you for the super sticker. Liz, $1.85 a liter in pounds. £1.85 a liter. Or that's euro. Sorry, €1.85. Sorry, euro. That's about what is that, about 220 US? 210, 220 US? Something like that. A liter, 3.7 of those for a US gallon. Yeah, that's like $7-8 a gallon US. There you go. Good afternoon, golden ticket holders. What else is going on here? Let's go. Continuing on here. Comments. Gerardo. Hi, Bruce. Can you give us some advice on how to buy IPOs? Buy opening day. Always wait for example how to deal with fact merchant. Don't buy IPOs. Don't buy any IPOs. Uncle Bruce, at what point will GameStop say enough is enough in regards to the stock, short of tax, 200 million plus outstanding? No idea. They may have already said it and they're working on it. Frank, new member. Welcome, Frank, to the channel as a new member. Nice to have you here. This is great. Also to nice spike mate. US 4 US per gallon. That's 76 pence on their Majesty's currency. You lucky thing. Keep up the good work, mate. Yes, it's cheap here, but expensive over there. There is no doubt about that. Exactly. Thank you, guys, for popping in and letting us know this. 151.47, up 28 cents. That's where we're at right now. Let's see what's going on. Hey, there's only 318 thumbs ups for Bruce. Help Bruce out with thumbs ups. Please do help us with thumbs ups, people. If you could spare some, that would be great. And here we go. For anyone who's thinking about switching brokers, I initiated a transfer Wednesday morning from Robinhood, and all my stocks are in my Fidelity account this morning. How about that? Favorite SPAC, GHIV, IPOE. There's a whole bunch of them to look at over here. Check them out for yourself. $2.80 a gallon in New Jersey for gas. Wow. Let's see. Gas $2.50 a gallon where I am. Right on. Lance, mine were in margin after transfer call. It was fixed in 5 minutes. They blame Robinhood to everyone, but mine did not come from there. $8 a gallon. How could you afford it? My truck only gets 10 miles a gallon. Observe, I've been delaying from Robinhood. Can I still do it I purchased shares today? Do I have to wait 3 days to settle? I have no idea. Yeah, I suppose it wasn't actually fixed until they unwound their Lent position until days later. Interesting stuff. I started my transfer from Robinhood to Fidelity yesterday. $4.57 for 92 octane in Southern California. $4.57. I drive on sunlight, Tesla, and solar for the win. Way to go, you guys. Way to go. Drive on solar. Drive on sunlight. Why not? Yeah. Fantastic. 151.23 on GameStop at the moment. The Dow, where are we at now with 12 minutes to go in the day? The Dow is up 266. It was a bit higher than that. S&P is up 50 points. NASDAQ up 218. NASDAQ is up 1.5%. S&P up 1.2%. The Dow is up 0.78%. Oil up up 1.19% or 73 cents a barrel to 62.17 now for oil, a little higher. Interesting stuff there. Interesting stuff. 151.31 on GameStop. 151.46 on GameStop. Volume on GameStop 3.7 million. 3.7 million. Not a lot going on there. Pardon me, got the hiccups here. Yeah, that's what's going on. $10 to charge for 300 miles at home. That's a good deal. That's pretty good stuff. I mean, you get 20 miles to the gallon on something else. That's 15 gallons of gas. You get 15 gallons for $10. Tell me where you can get that kind of deal. That is pretty good, pretty darn good mileage. That is awesome, and that is really awesome. My Mercedes Sprinter runs diesel more better on mileage. I'm sure it is. Turn up the volume, please. My Tundra is fueled by GameStop shares. I just remember with Fidelity, you're only allowed to set sell orders at 50+% of current market value. Let's see. I've always had a diesel. I get around 600 miles on a full tank. Yeah, well, you get better than that on electric, depending on the car and the vehicle and the stress and the weather and everything else. Obviously, lots of conditions out there to consider. But nonetheless, folks, electric is where we're headed, I think, in the long run. We're at 476 thumbs ups, 477 now. Thank you for these thumbs ups. Keep them coming in, folks. I really appreciate it. 1,650 of you here for the afternoon show. I appreciate all of you who've popped in to say hi and popping by. Those of you become new members just on this afternoon show and this morning show, thank you for that. Appreciate having the members. I hope you're enjoying using your emojis and making comments on this show. Fantastic, everybody. Here's some neat emojis from yours truly. Let's hope the stock goes up with the neat emojis being employed with our last 9 minutes of the day. Time for the shares to go up, I say. And thank you, everybody, for popping by. 151.48 on GameStop. Where am I? Here we go. Yes, what a week we had. Indeed, what a week we have had. Let's go. Let's see here. Is it time for a cocktail yet? Happy hour. My vehicles will always, I love gasoline and diesel. The knee emojis are coming out right now, and they are hitting the chat page. It's a wave, it's a tsunami wave of knee emojis, which will of course make the GameStop shares go straight up to the moon. That's what always happens. Don't we think that's what always happens? Thank you, everybody. Let's see how we do. Thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend, Bruce. Adventure with Duncan. Thank you, buddy. Same to you, my friend. Are we headed to the moon yet? Let's hope so. Trivia time. Yeah, trivia time today on TWB, Traveling with Bruce, 7 o'clock Eastern. Join me for live trivia tonight. Become a member of the channel over there and join us at 7 o'clock Eastern. We always have a good time with the trivia show. Let's see. Hello, fellow bagels. I missed out on all day due to work. Today looks like a great day. We're up a little bit. The Dow's up. The markets are up. Bruce, did you see the new GameStop filing? If you add up shares from institutional investors, there's only 26 million in the free float. Apparently, others were saying it's less than that. They were doing some more due diligence work, and it was even less than that because we haven't. I think that filing only covered companies or entities with 5% or more stock. There are institutions that hold less than 5% of the stock, and it's much higher than that. So the float is even tighter. I'm a boutique IT infrastructure professional, public and private enterprise. You have to know me or know someone who knows me. Oh, okay. Okay, whatever that means. Trivia, Bruce, I wonder, am I crazy? Got in January at 310. Now got 309 shares, average cost 193. Do you think I'm going to be okay? A lot of people think I'm crazy. Lisa, a lot of people think I'm crazy. And I think between you and me, as crazy as we are, I think you're going to be all right. I think that with the corporate news coming down the pipe and the company changing over and just having GameStop equal the per share value of Chewy, which Mr. Cohen founded and co-founded. If GameStop only equals the per share value of Chewy on a share per share value basis, you will have $450 stock in GameStop. There you go. There you are. Chewy just turned a profit last quarter for the very first time ever in its history. They just made a profit. Barely, but they made a profit. And they're worth $450 a share if you equate it to GameStop. GameStop made money last quarter, in the last quarter of the last year. They are making money this quarter. Their sales are up from last year. America is opening up. GameStop is surging with business. they're converting to e-commerce. They're bringing in a CEO that's going to take this company into the e-commerce field big time. This stock will be worth as much as Chewy on a per share basis, but will likely be worth more than Chewy in the long run because they're a larger company and they're a global company. Chewy's America only. It's a smaller company. It's an e-commerce, pet supply, pet food company. They do a great job, but they're America only. They're not global. And GameStop will be much larger in every aspect than Chewy is. And so the shares will be worth actually more money on a per share comparison basis, which means the stock will be worth more than $450. If Chewy is worth, say, down the road, $50 billion in market cap, in overall market, right now they're 30 odd billion. If they're 50 billion, that would put the stock of GameStop right now at 700 a share. But I think GameStop will be worth more than Chewy, maybe double eventually. So your 190 average price is no big deal. It's just no big deal. I say what I can what I say. Let's see what happens. All right. I don't know. Could it be possible that it'll be announced on a Friday? I don't know. I can't wait. I found cartoon albums, Blueberry's Adventure, first edition from '79 in the attic, worth $1,000 on Monday. I will sell them and buy GameStop. Well done. Brett, I'm grateful I started watching Bruce 2-1, and it's helped me weather the emotions of holding through a month at 40 for Trading Apes at its best value and emotional support out there. There you go. You'll be fine, Lisa. Wally's World, Uncle Bruce. I've got to be there one of these nights for TWB trivia. Is it only on Friday night? Yeah, Friday night, 7 o'clock Eastern. I watched a replay last week and laughed so hard. Again, thank you. We have a good time on that other channel. We go live for sponsor members on Fridays at 7 o'clock Eastern and Mondays at 7 o'clock Eastern. And they're basically just hangout shows. But Fridays, I pull out the trivia, and we have fun. 152.17, you see? You use those emojis, you use the neat emojis, and look what happens to GameStop stock. It goes up in price. We're coming in the last 3 minutes of the day. And we got to get those emojis, those neat emojis going, and watch that thing go. 152.30. See? I'm telling you, what can I say? Not worried about inflation, TJ. Not worried about it at all. Buenos after dies. I don't know what that means. Lisa, we're all going to go crazy. We're crazy rich. We're all going to be crazy. Let's see here. What else is going on? Crazy is great these days. Sanity is overvalued. That's good. That's a good one. The neat emojis are coming out like crazy right now with the last 2 minutes of the day, and the stock's just got to go up. I mean, it just can't help itself. Thank you, Anthony, for the $2 donation. Can GameStop hit 1 million? No. I mean, really, can it hit 1 million? I don't know. Hey, Wally. The neat emojis are everywhere. You mean they're going to go to 10 million a share? We got jelly emojis, neat emojis. I always feel better after listening to my Uncle Bruce. My friends and family think I'm crazy too. There you go. Oh man, I was crazy before it was cool. Oh, fantastic, everybody. 152.36 up $1.19. Coming into the last 2 minutes of the day here. They're getting ready to count down the market here at the end of the day. Over on CNBC, volume has got to be light. 3.88 million on GameStop, 152.28. The Dow is up 235, gave up a little ground at the end of the day here. Up 47 on S&P, up 206 on NASDAQ. Still an okay day compared to yesterday. It was a good day Wednesday, a lousy day Monday, Tuesday. A mixed week. A very mixed week. I love all you crazy people. GameStop will hit 157.80 a share, says Bertie. Let's see. You are welcome, says Wally. Lisa, yeah, we will be there for you. A rabbit. Hey, everybody. Hassan Pfeffer. Hello, Hassan Pfeffer. What's the matter with crazy? Buying more GameStop. GameStop creeping up. Final hour and minutes makes me smile. Yeah, it's doing all right. Hey, hit that like button for Bruce. Thank you, everybody. All my stonks are green. I'm scared. You're not crazy if you're right. Thumbs ups. I predict BlackRock will make it close at a penny. Anyone else get the strange feeling that the entire market got pumped up, pump and dump from yesterday to today? Hey, family and friends, have a great weekend. We need T.O. Bruce, and we need Uncle Bruce to speak on the weekend. I go through Bruce withdrawals. There's now Keith Gill action figure. Saw on Reddit. Wally's World Howdy, been a good one. Apparently, DTCC is doing a liquidity test on Monday. Last 60 seconds, I was negative a lot today on GameStop. I'm almost positive 121.29 up 12 cents. It's hanging in there. Anthony, Bruce, it is stupid to think GameStop can go to 1 million. It's just silly. Thank you everybody so much for popping through here. We're at right around the break-even mark here, 151.20. Watching the final trades go in. We should be just about done here. Getting ready, the Dow closing up, getting ready for the final bell. We're done. 151.20, up 3. That's it. We're finished. There goes the bell. Ding, ding, ding. It's happening. It's all over. It's all done. It's all finished. Oh, yeah, I was even behind on my TV. It's all done. 151.20, up 3 cents on the day. We were green today. How about that? Have a good weekend, everybody. Bruce, I'm glad you got your AOL dial-up modem under control. We got a cord into this computer right now. Have a great weekend. 121, 121, 151.18. The last minute action is super normal. The most successful people in the world are once considered crazy. Anthony Davis, he won't answer. We in the green, yay. We miss split screen, Bruce. Yeah, that was crazy. Whoop power hour in the ER. We got the last hour now of the day here. As we go through the first hour in the aftermarket, see how we're going to do. We're now in the aftermarket. And we've traded 667 shares, and we're at 151 on the stock. How about that? That pump at the end was normal market behavior for sure. Another boring week. Laughing out loud. A liquidity test. Who knows? Oh, my God. I predicted it right, says Tobias. Super green. No moon today. Let's see here. My overall number this week, green like my bagel, no complaints. There you go. Yeah, I'll show you. Was that? Yeah, JJ, you're usually the caller of the close price story. 81 more. That was frightening. Bruce has a twin. I think I'm going to panic and buy the dip. Is there a market for dog droppings? I have quite the stock. Closed just over 150. Calls in the money. That's right. All the $150 calls are in the money right now. 150, every $150 call contract in the money. Okay. Elon is at the top of the crazy spectrum, and look what he has accomplished. Market cranking today. Woo, I'm behind on the stream, but hello, everybody. Bruce, the wood thing for the phone, handmade by Marshall, will it be still available in the next month when IPOE hits $30 after merger? I struggle to buy one. This thing right here, the cell phone amplifier, made with solid wood, out of solid wood by Marshall Thompson. You get the logo in the back, you get the logo in the front here. It's kind of there. It's kind of there. It's kind of there. You can see the whole logo there in 3D. Like if I hold it like this, again like that. There it is. There it is. Anyway, yeah, this is the cell phone amplifier. You put your cell phone in here, crank up your music or crank up your Uncle B, and listen to Uncle B through here. The sound comes blaring out of here just right across the room. Because it's solid wood, it works as a fantastic on. Am I here? Am I? Sorry about that. I'm holding right now the one unit I have. We've got a bunch coming in. We've had a bunch of pre-orders for this unit. They're $60 US a piece, which includes airmail shipping. It's a donation on PayPal. So if you want to get one of these, send me $60 on PayPal. The link is down below in the description. And include your name and address if you'd like. Uncle Bruce and Jen will autograph the unit for you. Both of us will autograph this for you. So you've got Uncle Bruce and Jen's autograph, and it is handmade by Marshall Thompson right here. There it is right there. We have a bunch coming in by, I think, next week sometime, and then they start going out, and it's a first come, first serve on the next batch that are coming in. So If you order one now, you're definitely going to get one in the next 2 to 3 weeks. If you wait a while, you might have to wait for the next batch after that, because he only makes so many at a time by hand. He does other woodwork stuff, and he kind of squeezes these in for me. If you want one of the Traveling with Bruce sextant versions right there, you can order one of these. Same thing, handcrafted by Marshall. That brand is a little darker to see. You can see it's real wood. I mean, this is real wood. This is from this wood is from like barns, sheds. It's repurposed wood. It's got that wood smell. It's the real deal. No battery, no software. They never crash. They work beautiful. You can get them. You can put them in your kitchen when you're making some grub. Put them in your office and just set your phone in there. They're handy. And like I say, we've had a bunch of you order these, and I thank you all for this. The wood thing, the cell phone amplifier, and thank you all of you for your support of the channel. And Marshall, thanks you too. Definitely. Have a great weekend, Bruce. Get a great community. It mooned this morning. We missed it. What a ride today. I love roller coasters. This is the safest one I've been on all day. It's all good. Yield to your superior speed. I have a great weekend, guys. Thank you. All right, guys and gals. Have an amazing weekend. See you all on Monday. You betcha, kids. We'll see you all there. Have a great weekend. I'm out to some minutes. Hope to stay relaxed. Happy weekend, family. Have a great weekend, Scott. Every time I see your picture, the Miami Vice theme song goes through my head. That's for Scott. This price goes up once the specs do. Bruce, show it in action. I want to put rock on. Farragon, laughing out loud. Buy Saki Bomb, laughing out loud. Oh my, laughing. Whoops, what's going on here? Let's go. He did it again. Oh crap, not again. You hit something because we can't see. Oh, that's what I did. I went off the air for a bit and I came back. The Bruce is loose. Bruce, too loose. Wood phone, hates modern internet. Okay, yeah, we came back. All these comments came through. There he is. He's back. We lost him. Russ, we love your use of technology. Oh, you don't. Oh, I know. Hit the wire. He hit the wire. You need security. At least now he knows what he's doing. I had flashbacks to this morning. Now he's just playing with us. Definitely found him. Those are sweet. I'll be strapping both of mine to my outer edge as my head for stereophonic sound. Oh no, just need another iPhone. He pulled the plug. I think the guy from Airplane movie. The wood on that amplifier is haunted. Bruce, take a string, tie a tin can at each end, and use that for the internet. Much less complicated. Uncle Bruce is using a wooden PC. Yeah. Where are the batteries for that thing? How do you plug it in? Oh, man. I thought it was the final season of Sopranos again. Oh, man. Bruce getting hacked. Is someone swinging a line outside your house? Would you ever consent to 3D scanning so we can 3D print Bruce busts to commemorate this saga? Should I get one of those bobblehead dolls made of myself? Should I have a bobblehead Uncle Brucey doll made? I bet you that would be popular. I think I'll bring Bruce gear for my first meet so you can sign everything. I was worried. Let's see. His wooden leg. Bruce looks like Alderwood. Oh, man. How high is the stock going to go? Bruce indeed did a soprano ending. He slaps wood. Car salesman through and through. The difference between insanity and genius is measured only by success. Some dude said that. You need the router version. The price of wood never crashes. Thank you, everybody. Do you have any kids? One child. It's her birthday today. She's 34. Canadian wood. It's definitely not balsa. Let's see. Thanks, Wally. I can tell you when price will rocket the day after transfer from Robinhood to TD Ameritrade. That's when it's going to rocket. Gun, I saw your stream on the Discord. I really liked it. Have a great weekend, Bruce, Jen, everybody. Thank you for have fun with trivia tonight. Thank you, Eddie. Flintstone speaker. Oh my gosh. You need a SpaceX satellite internet. Absolutely. Yes, a bobblehead doll now. Now we're talking. We need a Bruce bobblehead. We need a Uncle Bruce bobblehead. That's what we need right there. Absolutely. We need a Bruce bobblehead. I know your eyes early. What time do you go to bed? Have you always been a lark? Sign me up for a bobblehead for sure. Happy birthday to your daughter. What movie made you cry, Bruce? I'm not talking. Congratulations. I have a XXX number of shares. Can I go to Texas to vote? Happy birthday to little Jen. I would totally buy a bobblehead Bruce doll Happy birthday, Junior. Jen Junior. Yes, I'll buy a bobblehead. They say. Um, would you guys buy a baseball cap, an Uncle Bruce baseball cap? Would you buy one of those? If I had them made like embroidered, would you be interested in something like that? I'd get a bobblehead for sure. Before you have an action figurehead bobble made, watch The Big Bang Theory, where Raj and Howard order lifelike action figures. I've seen that show. Chris, how you doing, buddy? Happy birthday to your daughter. Bye, peeps. Enjoy your weekend. Thanks, Bruce. Diamond. Happy birthday, Jen Junior. I'll take a Bruce and Jen with bagel bobblehead. Yes, and caps. I'll buy the caps. Yep, cap trucker style though. Bobblehead for sure. I would get a baseball hat too. Happy birthday. Thanks for sharing your dad with us. Jane Joe says, make sure you can buy Uncle B bobblehead here in Europe. Please, pretty please, make sure. I would get one of those baseball hats. Happy birthday, Jen Jr. Hat need to be good quality. If so, yes. Yeah, it would only be a good quality. And it would be embroidered. And Bruce G.I. Joe. Yeah, well, we're looking into all kinds of ideas. Unfortunately, the folks at winter beanie hats worn like football games, team dad cap. Unfortunately, the folks at RedBubble don't make caps, and they don't have bobbleheads. But that would have to be a specialty item. But I might have to pre-order like 500 bobbleheads to get a decent price on them, and then I'm on the hook for them if they don't sell. That's the problem. So I'd have to have pre-orders up the wazoo before I create something like that. But you never know. Same with hats. Hats I would want to get done in a bulk deal and then have someone to ship them for me from the States. I need a drop shipper, and it'd have to be done right. Make sure the bobblehead says that was easy. How about a bagel hat like the Cheesehead Packers fans wear? You need to launch your own Etsy store. Brent, since we'll be getting rich, maybe an embroidered Bruce top hat. Pre-orders, there you go. Ashley, you can buy a t-shirt press off Amazon that does mugs and shirts. Sell them directly by Dustin. I'm not going to deal with Amazon, though. Not going to deal with Amazon. Not a chance. They've already screwed me once. I'm not going there again. No, never again. Never again. Pre-orders, the Elon Musk way. Michelle, can you get the hat with drink mounted on both sides with a straw? Can you get one of those? A bobblehead that has a sound card which says bagel time. I want to rock. That was easy. And what do you want to do with the rest of your life? There you go. Bill Shaw, Bruce, can I make your hats? I have commercial screen embroidery company. Now we're talking. Bill, send me an email on my email, brucefarmer@hotmail.com. We got to talk. Sitting Bull, are you and Jen going to pitch Shark Tank? Maybe Mr. Wonderful would make you one of his royalty deals. I don't think so. Again, baseball cap survey. Bend Bill or wrong? Can we get Bruce? Can we get a Bruce Mankini-like Borat? I would be honored to display your bobblehead right next to my Dirk Nowinski. I know what that means. Amalo, I want to hear an Amazon story. Oh gosh, forget about Amazon and Uncle Bruce beef. Haha. If Bruce Top Hat comes, the bonus is a free monocle. There you go. A Bruce Funko Pop would be amazing. Tobias, I posted the link on the DD section of the Discord running liquidity test this Monday, 4 months early. Yes, says Pete. I carried an M16 and you carry that guitar. What do you want to do with your life? I don't know what that means. Wally's World, Jen, bagel bobblehead, or a hat with two hands holding bagels. Would you pull a string and they slap your faces with bagels? Crazy stuff. Sort of smiling. Andrew, Bruce in a banana hammock. Bruce in a banana hammock. How about that? Observe thyself. I don't know what that means either. Oh my gosh. You guys kill me. Yes, baseball caps and bobbleheads. How about that? I was also thinking of producing a polo shirt, with a collar and an embroidered logo here, some kind of embroidered logo. Nice quality stuff. Like these would not be cheap. These would be expensive, but they would be really good quality stuff. Just want to know if you guys think, what do you think of that? What are your thoughts? JJ, no. JD, we need some action in these sideway trading days. But yes, my eyes. Leopard skin. You need a woman's cute tank top. There you go. Andrew, or bright yellow. Yep, too formal, but okay, I'll go formal. Andrew Millock, I don't know what that means. I'm all about the SPF UPF shirts. The SPF UPF shirts. I don't know what that means. SPF. What is that? What's that stand for? Take some pre-order and see what happens. Farragut, tiny Speedos. Some things that are best left back in the 80s. Yes, the banana hammock with a strategically placed bagel. Do it all, Bruce. You got 5 million people looking at you, bound to turn into some sales. If only they would subscribe, because they're not subscribing. Derek Johnson, I think Bruce would look good in that women's tank top, though. SPF sunblock shirts. Sunblock shirts. What is that? Yes, a poster of Uncle Bruce in Speedos. Sunblock? Gotta go. See you next week, maybe tonight, but don't know yet. Have a good weekend, Uncle Bruce and Aunt Jen. Wally's World. Thank you, buddy. You take care. SPF, meaning sun protection. Weird. Shirts that protect you from the sun. Oh, I want a shirt with, I don't know what that means on it. We need a Mr. Bruce head with holes everywhere so we can stick bagels all over it. Farragut, they've never been popular in the States except maybe Miami. I'd love to have a bagel pop socket from Uncle Bruce. I totally rock that on the back of my phone. A pop socket. I don't know what that is. I don't think Bruce knows what a banana hammock is. I don't know what that is. Speedos are the bomb in Southern Europe. No kidding. Oh, gosh. What other channel, Bruce? Traveling with Bruce. The other channel, TWB, Traveling with Bruce. J-Ray, SPF sun protection factor. Oh. Spaceman Race, Bruce, face on tank top, laughing my ass off. Andrew, Sims Market makes a shirt out of an SPF fabric. I sold a shirt once through my former business many decades ago, a tan through shirt, the kind of shirt you could wear that would have let you get a tan. It was the opposite of the protection. Maybe that's why a lot of people have cancer now. I don't know. John Rowe, Wally's World. Ciao. Sitting Bull, need you in a gorilla suit holding a banana in one hand and a bagel in the other. That's what I need you to do. Ashley, I think you are right. Yes, on good quality items, I'd go for at least one cap and one polo shirt. Observe thyself. Soren, the problem with Speedos is that people that usually wear them are the ones who shouldn't be wearing them. That is right. Ashley, a banana hammock is like a male Speedo or thong. Laugh out loud. Oh, my God. Drew is going nuts. Look it up. Pop socket. You attach it to the back of your phone so you can hold your phone between your fingers. It's small and round like a bagel. Oh, yeah. Did they have like a suction cup thing that attached to the back of your phone, and then you can just hold your phone with your two fingers? Is that what you're talking about? Now I see what you mean. Heather, okay, well, how can I make one with my logo on it? Can that be done somehow? Jane, someone let Bruce know what a banana hammock is, or don't let him know. Here we go. Ashley, it's the thing Borat wears to the beach. Thanks for making me Google that. Laugh out loud. Fluffy werewolf, tan through shirt. Yeah, I remember. I sold those. That was easy. I can't use copyrighted stuff. Gotta be.
That was easy.
I can't do that. Uncle Bruce trading cards with your favorite stocks. Bam. J Ray, observe Shoals. Anybody? I mean, really. If you're going to go with banana hammock, might as well go all in with the mankini. A sticker. How about Amazon screw you up? Intrigued. How did Amazon screw me up? I'll get to that. I'll find out. Stock markets with Bruce. Any news on your Netflix debut? Nothing new this week. J Ray, exactly. Okay, so there's a pause in the action. Oh no, we're back here. Tan through shirts went out of style because some cameras could take pictures through them. J Ray laughing out loud. Skylar pauses. Sips Diet Cola. I don't know what that means. What can I say, mug? What can I say? Okay. I have no idea. Bruce Bagel, network dongles. Uncle Bruce with a Borat-style mankini. Ouch! The Skylar Blake, Bruce face on a Speedo. Haha, I'll take 2. That was easy. Copyrighted, doubt it. Oh my gosh, crazy stuff. Oh my gosh. The Amazon story. I'll tell you the Amazon. I've told this one before, but I don't know if you haven't heard it. Maybe you're new to the channel or something. I had an account with Amazon to I qualified. Sorry, let me hang on a second. I was able to get Traveling with Bruce an affiliate link on Amazon. I had an affiliate link with Traveling with Bruce, and I created an Amazon store that I linked to my channel. And I had items available that I would highlight. These were Amazon items that would be perfect to take with you on a cruise. So if you're going to go on a cruise ship holiday, I was highlighting certain things that you should take with you on a cruise. And I had an Amazon store promoting these things. And I was promoting the Amazon link in my description. And I had an Amazon logo on the top corner of my page, right up here, where if you were going to go shop for anything on Amazon, if you clicked the Amazon link I had and then went shopping, I would get a little commission on anything you bought because I would bring you to Amazon. And I had it for about a year, and I wasn't making a lot of money on it. I was getting like $30 a month, $50, $20. But I had some of my viewers who were making large purchases the first year at Christmas time. And in January, February, I would get like $400 or $500. And this is when my channel was generating me like $400 or $500. So like this was big. This was equal to my YouTube money way back. This is way back when I was a much smaller channel. And I had some very loyal viewers who made a point of making sure that whenever they went to Amazon, they went through my link to donate to my cause by shopping like they were going to shop anyway. It makes no difference to them. And they would email me. They say, I just bought something on Amazon. Watch for the commission. Tomorrow you'll probably see a commission come through. And every day I would go to my Amazon account and I take a look at the purchases that were made and how many visits were made and how many times people clicked my link and all that stuff. And I was getting ready for the second Christmas. It was coming up, and I had a whole bunch of my viewers telling me all through the fall, I'm going to buy all my Christmas presents this year through your Amazon link. And they were doing that. And I had a bunch of money owed to me by Amazon. And I got an email in mid-December, like December 10th, from Amazon, saying it was just one of these standard letters. You can't reply to it. You can't appeal this letter. It was basically one of these letters that said, we have detected, or we have discovered, or it has come to our attention, or whatever the wording was, you have violated the terms and conditions of the Amazon affiliate link program. And effective immediately, you're out. And effective immediately, you have forfeited all the money that you have made. Whatever we owe you, you're not getting it. And this is for like 3 months. This is because it takes a few months before you get the affiliate money. And I think they stole, I don't know, $500-600 off of me or something. And there was more coming. I mean, my viewers were just lining up orders. And I just got kicked out. No reason, no examples of what I did wrong. You're gone. And I went on to YouTube and I entered a search for any other YouTubers out there were any other YouTubers having a problem with getting kicked off the Amazon program. And I found a ton of YouTubers who were complaining about being kicked out. Just you're canceled. Your account is canceled. You're done for. You're out. And some of these folks were not YouTubers primarily. They were Amazoners primarily. They were making their living on Amazon, and they got kicked off. And some were owed $10,000, $15,000 when they got kicked off. This really screwed them over. There were people on Amazon that were buying merchandise in bulk from suppliers and then reselling them on Amazon for a markup. And they were stuck with tens of thousands of dollars worth of merchandise, and their number one source of selling had just been taken away for, again, with no appeal, no nothing. And I thought, you bastards, you hit me for $400 or $500, which, didn't kill us, but it pissed me off. And I thought, you bastards are probably stealing, and I'm calling it stealing, millions of dollars from people out there doing this for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't know what the reason. I don't know what the thinking is. I don't know. Again, is it a computer glitch? Is it a algorithmic problem? Is it sinister? Is it what? I don't care, because if I have no way of appealing and no way to go back to you, I'm thinking, do I want to deal with you guys? I don't want anything to do with you guys. If this is how your operation runs, and I've seen this now running on a whole bunch of other YouTubers who've had this experience, I'm thinking, what do I want to do with you people? Nothing. I want nothing to do with you guys. And so I'm not interested in anything to do with Amazon. Zip. And so I'm happy to bash these bastards. I couldn't give a shit. I don't like them. Oh, I just swore. I don't like them. Anyway, there you are. Yeah. Anyway, that's me. What can I say? But it's me. That's my personal opinion. I don't have any problems with anyone who wants to deal with them. Go ahead, deal with them all you want. It's fine. But for me, it wasn't a pleasant experience. And so I've just kind of gone, all right, I'm off. I'm out. That's it. All she wrote. I don't know what that means, merchandise. Netflix still calling you after what you said this morning. No words. Wife and I are laughing out loud. Too funny. Oh, God, I look so much better in clothes. He has powerful enemies. I guess the currency, the liter is 204. The gas per liter, 204 ISK. Oh, my gosh, I don't know what that is. Let's see what's going on. Icelandic kroner. I know the answer is ISK. Oh, I see what's going to happen. You were right, Alex. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, messing with Uncle Bruce. That's why I had to step down. I love you, Uncle Bruce. Damn right, Malo Shark. Bruce, can you put your email up on the screen? Yes, I'd be happy to do that. Right here. Here's my email address right here, brucefarmer@hotmail.com. It's down below in the description of every video I make. It's in the About section of my channel, but there it is for any of you who need it. It's right there. Thank you, everybody. What else is going on? Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for everything. Okay. There we go. Okay. Well, I was talking about buying a shirt press from Amazon that also does mugs. It's only like $200. Different relationship with Amazon. Yeah, such BS. They didn't even want to pay you. Nope, they took the money. They absconded. It was. I think it ended up costing me. It could have cost me $1,000 by the time all the other orders could have come through. I notified all my viewers the next video, the next live show I was doing. I told them all what happened, and I eliminated the link from my channel everywhere I could. Just, I have nothing to do with them anymore. I thought the Amazon Smile program was only for nonprofits, though. I'm looking at the stock split calendar in my trading app. Is it a good strategy to watch and buy these stocks before a split if they're a solid buy to begin with? I don't know, DE. That I can't tell you. Each stock is its own story, and you have to really know what the deal is. I can't help you there. And if you're dealing with stocks that are reverse splitting, you don't want anything to do with it. You only want stocks that are where you've got one now and you're going to have 2 tomorrow or 4 tomorrow or 7 tomorrow. You don't want something where it's 10 now and you're going to have 1 tomorrow. Do not buy stocks that are reverse splitting. Do not do those. Those are bad news, really bad. How rude. Thanks for the story, Uncle Bruce. Jeff, thumbs up. Bruce said a bad word. I did. Also, Amazon paid 0 taxes. I only buy what I can't get elsewhere on Amazon. Way to go, Bruce. You tell them off. Gosh, Uncle B, the language. Wow, Amazon Wild West. Sorry to hear that. Thank you for bringing that out. Laughing out loud. Jeff, is Lex Luthor both bald billionaires who want to dominate the world? Got a Zoom call for work soon. Going to choke down a sandwich and drink. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Michelle. Take care. Amazon is a monopoly. GameStop can teach them a thing or two. Josh saying hi to me on Twitter, I guess. Lance, bye all. Have a nice weekend. Yeah, to heck with their marketplace. Let's see. Take it easy. Friendly reminder, thumbs ups for Bruce. I am the same way. Principles matter. Have a great weekend, Michelle. Did you let me into the Friday trivia last week by accident? It was great fun. We did last week, or the week before. We had an open show. It's like an open house. Anyone could join. But tonight's for members only. Lance, have a great weekend. Lance, take care. Enjoy. How many thumbs up we got going here? 675 thumbs ups for this show. Thank you, everybody, for that. 1,024 of you are still watching me. I appreciate this. Thank you for the 676 thumbs ups today. I appreciate it, and keep them coming if you can. If you can throw an emoji my way, as an incentive, I'm going to put up some neat emojis. Thank you for the thumbs ups by all of you. I'm throwing you a neat emojis. I'm also going to throw you guys thumbs ups emojis because of all the thumbs ups you've given me all week long. Thank you, everybody, for giving Uncle Bruce thumbs ups. Here's Uncle Bruce. Here's thumbs ups. Thank you, all of you, for helping out Uncle Bruce with the thumbs ups. 690 now have come in, and they're climbing nicely. Thank you all so much for these thumbs ups. Beautiful job, guys. Beautiful job. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you're enjoying today's show. We're down to the last 30 minutes of the day on this one. If we dare, thank you all for those of you who become members this week, those of you who've renewed your membership this week. My gosh, thank you all for that. That has been just wonderful. Mike Michael K today, and Daniel Jankowski, Philmeg, Fimeg, also to Oscar Voss, and a big pothead today, Joshua Ferguson, Frank Gauzio, I can't pronounce that, but Frank, thank you all today that I see already have popped in here. A whole bunch of you. Yesterday we're doing this, and the last days, and I mean, it's been a great week. Thank you, all of you, for that. Very much appreciate all of this going on here. 150.31 on GameStop. Not a lot going on in the aftermarket, sorry to say. And that is the latest there. Thank you. Okay, what do we got here? Have a good weekend, everybody. Sleep on the moon. Oh, let us know next time you do open trivia. Neat. Don't forget to like. Thumbs ups for Bruce. Here we are. I pot those up myself. Thumbs up. Thanks, Bruce. Got to run. Have a fun and prosperous weekend, everybody. Barry Jam, that's probably made you even bigger fan of Ryan Cohen, since he's one of the few who created the niche to beat Amazon. If you're going to have to say with the GameStop frenzy, I appreciate the weekend ceasefire. I give you my thumbs up every day, but they grow back. Bye, J. Ray. Aftermarket, question market, not much going on. Hey, Uncle Bruce, has anyone asked you about the CXC that went up 3.2 million% in 24 hours? I've been busy on and off trying to get the boat ready, so might have missed it. Thanks in advance. So I don't know what that is. What is CXC? I have no idea what that is. Love you, Bruce. Good night. It's late here in Milano. You take care of Milano, my friend. You can call me Al. The bagel farm grows. Thumbs ups from Portugal. Thank you from Portugal. First 50 minutes of aftermarket on 16,000 shares traded. Very quiet. Not much to speak of here. We're right now, what are we into the aftermarket? 32 minutes into the aftermarket, 15,600 shares. Not going. Nothing much going. Been cutting down quite a bit on the GameStop AMC news, or lack of news. Bill Gates, what was that? Bill Gates invented Microsoft. Okay. Good night, everyone. My hubby just got home, and the pecan praline whiskey isn't going to drink itself. Thank you, everybody. Take care. We'll get rid of that. And there we go. Get rid of that. There we go. Thank you, everybody. And love you, Uncle B and Jen. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Take care, everybody. Let's see. Yeah, not much happening. The final count on the markets, the Dow was up 227. And S&P was up 45, NASDAQ up 198, oil up 71 cents. And I'm out. Pfizer number 2, way to go. Thomas, it's a cryptocurrency that blew up in very suspicious manner. Google search results spiked in Chicago days before the rest of the world. Yeah, I don't follow crypto at all. Bye, Jane Doe. What was your first home computer? Oh my gosh, first home computer I had was probably an IBM. No, was it that? I don't remember the brand name. I think it was a no-name brand name kind of a unit. It was a desktop. I had living with me and Jennifer. We had living with us 2 nephews. My wife's sister's boys were living with us, going through university, and one of them was into computers big time, and he has now become a very successful computer fellow with regard to installation of software and even to repair computers. He has done well for himself, and even in his youthful days, back in 1993 is when he helped me find a computer. I wanted to buy a computer for the house, and we went to a computer shop together, and with his expertise and knowledge, we picked up a desktop with the tower and all that, and then he showed me how to turn it on, how to turn it off, and how to get onto the internet. And I think by the time we got our computer, we were getting online with cable. We weren't on the modem anymore. We had a modem, but for the cable. So we had super fast internet for what it was. And it was 1993, I think it was, that I got my computer, if I recall. And by 1996, 97, I discovered the idea of possibly moving to the Cayman Islands. That idea came up in the winter of 97. And I was using that computer to discover the possibility of moving to the Cayman Islands. And I used that computer as my research tool. And I went to websites everywhere to find information about moving to the Cayman Islands, and made a lot of phone calls and everything else. But that computer then came with us to the Cayman Islands, and then came back with us to North America, to the desert, and we then replaced it. I think we got it. We had it replaced at that time. I'm trying to remember how that all worked out, but that computer eventually was no longer, had the horsepower to do what it needed to do, and so I bought a new computer, a Hewlett Packard at Costco, I think. No, Best Buy. At Best Buy, bought a Hewlett Packard at Best Buy, and then I brought it home. And came in a box from Best Buy, and it had all the instructions in the box on how to set it up. And I was able to set up this computer in minutes. Within 20, 30 minutes, I had it running. And this, for a guy who didn't know what he was doing, wow, the instructions were so good. And loaded it up and used that computer from about 2001 maybe until... Gosh, I used that computer all the way through the years down south, brought it back to Canada, and from Palm Desert to Canada, and used it probably until, I don't know now. I don't know when we last used it. That's a desktop. I can't remember using that computer much past 2010, 2008, and then it became laptop time. And we've had three laptops since that desktop, and I have an HP over here. I have an HP over there, which was the last computer I used before the Apple in Windows, and now I use the Apple MacBook Pro for this channel. And good thing I'm using this, because it has the power and the memory and everything to do all the other work I need to do. But yeah, the history of my computers. That's what happened. Gores did okay. Let's take a look at GHVI. I'm kind of curious, how did Gores do when it was all said and done today? Just wait for this to load up. And let's see what happened here. There we go, and there we go, and there we go, and there we go. There we go. Okay, Gores Holdings. There we are, 1351 on the market, 1338 in the aftermarket. So had a good day today on the big market today, up 64 cents today. No news though, I don't think, is there? I don't think there's any news on Gores. Matterport we're waiting for the shift. I do see a Matterport article though, April the 20th, so that's 3 days ago, talking about now available to billions of Android customers in 175 countries. Matterport is really expanding their business, and this is what the company is going to become. Of course, Gores will become Matterport, and Android users also benefit from Matterport's seamless integration with Google Street View. This is beautiful stuff. So this Matterport is going to be a huge win as a public company, I feel, and I'm pretty excited about Gores Holdings shareholders. Those of you who are becoming Gores Holdings shareholders, you're going to really enjoy being shareholders of Matterport, I think, because Matterport is just going to be coming up with news, and more news. And so there you go. All right, man. They did all right today. Good luck with the second shot, JJ. Commodore 64, some people saying Vic 20 with RAM pack. Oh my gosh. Remember playing with Wolfstein 3D, just saying to my brother, imagine games in the future. Good old modem plays, playing for the internet by the minute. Remember that? Back when AOL charges for overtime. I always asked the modem sounds when dialing up. AOL ratted me out to my parents, still sour over that. Alex, 100%. Don't miss the big ass monitors though. I don't miss those. The big ass monitors. Played on that computer made by an outfit called Ace that my dad and I found at a computer expo. Great game, the Ace computers. Remember Packard Bell? Yeah. Remember Packard Bell? Yeah, I prefer the big screen size as opposed to how much room at the back one had to give up at one's desk. A Tandy 1000. Can't remember the last time I saw a CRT. Must be well over a decade. Do you enjoy Dudley Do Right, or do you find it insulting? Don't ever care for it. You mentioned you had a cable internet back in '93. I was remembering back in 1997, I could actually look up who I was chatting with, and they were all Canadians on cable with Rogers in their IP addresses. Canadians had cable. Yeah, we had the cable very early on, and that made the difference, a huge difference for all of us. Absolutely, to be able to have cable for our internet. Oh my gosh. The colored iMac G3, they were cool. Remember those? Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, the nephew downstairs, he would build his own computer. He would have his computer over the years, and he would then get new parts, and he would change out parts from his old desk tower to the new parts, and he would upgrade his machine all the time. And that tipped us off. He was going to become a computer guy. Plus, he knew how to download software, and he could fix any problem, and he could just clear up slow-running computers and just turn them into turbocharged units. I mean, the guy was incredible at age 19, 20, 21, and now he's in his 40s, father of two, and doing very well. We're very proud of him, and it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure having him in the house, I'll tell you that. He also worked for me in my sports card store, sports card comic book store. He worked for me for, I think he and I worked together for 2 or 3 years doing that. And yeah, I love him. He's great. Alex, one of my clients has one of those. Just saw it the other day. Was amazed and pleased to see it. These old colored computers from way back when. Times have changed, haven't they? Unbelievable. Well, folks, I'm going to pack it in early today. I'm going to say thank you for being here with me today, and I appreciate the whole week that you've been with me again, as always. Thank you for these 739 thumbs ups you've given me on this show already. If you spare 1 or 2 on the way out the door, that would be great. Thank you. Apple's bringing back the rainbow colored Macs. So what took them so long? It'll sell. Pretty colors, good hardware. First time I saw an internet browser. I don't know what to do, so I tapped car. I wasn't impressed. iMac. See you later, fellas. Godspeed, everybody. Catch you later, Bruce. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. You're the best. Thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend out there. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Wear those masks. Don't get sick on me. And let's see how the market's going. Admit it, Bruce, you only got a computer to play Oregon Trail. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. Thumbs to you. Thank you, everybody. We'll catch up with you Monday morning, of course. If I do a video this weekend, you'll just have to wait for it. Just make sure you've hit that bell notification icon. You never know when I come up with the next one. Any breaking news, I'll definitely bring it out. AB, thank you. Alex, thanks. Have a super weekend yourself. Great weekend. Thank you, Thomas. Eric, take care, buddy. Have a great weekend. All of you in Europe, thank you so much. All around the world, the sun never sets on stock markets with Bruce. Thank you all. Mark, Blue skies, have a great weekend. DE, have a super weekend, family. See everybody on Monday. Thank you all. All of you take good care. Very good. Thank you, buddy. Free thinker McJones. Brucey, we love you. Have a great weekend. See you Monday, everybody. Yes. Hi. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm out of here. Bye for now.